Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your weekly reading for the week of October the 6th. So let's see what is showing up for the beautiful Pisces collective. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, and do all those things if you feel called and it resonates with you. Let's see, universe, what are the ideal messages that you have, the most accurate predictions, the best advice for Pisces about how to deal with this week? What is showing up this week? What can we know about this week? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, you can't see anything with this deck because it's either somewhat nude, which I'm not supposed to show on YouTube, or it's shiny and it reflects the light. So I didn't think this through. Give me a second. We're gonna use this other one. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Same intention, Spirit. Same intention. Alrighty, let's see. For Pisces. All right, we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. So this could be a week in which you're actually letting go of something unexpected. Wow, okay. But no need to be scared is what I just heard. Letting go of something unexpected. Maybe there was something that you weren't even aware was in the way. Maybe there was something, we're gonna get a clarifier on that one. But something I feel like you didn't quite even count it as something that you had. But it's like all of a sudden you let it go and it's like, oh my God, that was occupying so much space or so much mental space or so much energy. It could be like something like an old object that's been sitting there forever and you don't even see it anymore. And it's like all of a sudden it's gone and there's all this space and it's like, whoa, what? That's what I'm feeling. But it can manifest in different ways. The challenge here is the Nine of Wands. So this week, you may feel a little bit tired, all right, Pisces? It could be physical, but for many of you, it's more like emotional. You may be very well rested, your body may be very, very, in shape, hydrated, whatever you want to call it. It's like you're good, but I feel like there is an emotional exhaustion, almost burnout that some of you are carrying around. And I feel like this week you are gonna need to push through. You're gonna need to really find within you the strength to do something extra, okay? And it could be to do something extra, as in declutter the home from old stuff, or find the time to do that task you've been putting off forever on top of everything that you normally have to do every week. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be an additional demand on your energy that is not usually there. And I feel like you're going to kind of be like, I'm too tired for this. Like, I can't do this. But it's going to be more emotional. It's going to be more like almost like a frustration, an overwhelm, a feeling that, you know, almost like resentment that there's always something pending, there's always something missing, there's always something else that we need to do, something like that. Check it if it resonates. So we have the Eight of Wands. Be more noisy, Luna. Don't worry about it. Don't hold back. Eight of Wands. I feel, Pisces, like internally, you may be feeling like you're not your best self, or like you're not showing up in your A game. However, it doesn't translate externally. People see you and they see you successful and they see you moving quickly and they see you with great form and they see you doing all the things that you said you were going to do and doing them well. And it's like you seem like you're completely with everything under your control, It's like someone looks at you and you don't seem overwhelmed, you don't seem tired, you don't seem resentful, you don't seem like any of that. They look at you and they see this pro, you know, someone who has it figured out. But it may not feel that way internally though. And the thing is, things are going to start to pick up speed. You're going to have more ideas. There's going to be more desires to do, um, to create more. I think that this has something to do with creativity specifically. So there could be kind of like a new project or something that you want to create from scratch, and it has a lot of steps and it requires your participation, obviously. And you may feel like it adds to like a lot of things you have to do, and you may feel a little strange about it during the week. This could be like a side hustle that you didn't realize you were very excited about, and maybe you find yourself very tired, or you find yourself like maybe you don't have the motivation or the energy to actually invest into that side hustle. It could be. Or this could also be you realizing during this week that you may be afraid of something. You may be afraid of being successful with something, and therefore you're holding yourself back. So I feel like there is really no reason why um, a lack of progress is showing here. It's like you have everything you need, but it seems like you're letting go of something in order to go for something new. Maybe it's literally a time situation. Maybe you have X amount of hours invested already in activity A, and you're going for activity B, and you just have to release activity D in order to have more time for those two. I don't know. Whatever. Something like that. By the time the weekend arrives, you may feel a little bit moody, a little bit emotional. I don't know what's going on with astrology this week, to be honest. I am not an astrologer, I'm a tarot reader. I don't really keep all the time uh, with that at top of mind. However, there could be some kind of transit or something that makes you kind of emotional. Because I do feel like all of these cards are like very dark, and it's not the case in the whole deck. I mean, she looks very gloomy, and that's the present energy for this upcoming week. She looks kind of low energy, right? She looks a little tired. She doesn't look tired, but she looks very like contemplative, right? So you may need to make an important choice, honestly, this week of what you're going to be taking forward with you and what you're going to be letting go of. And it may be a choice that, again, for some of you, it's not even going to feel like a choice. For some of you, it's just going to feel like another thing that's been in your to-do list forever, and it gets done and it opens space or removes something that was there kind of cluttering your place or your space. For others of you, this could be more like emptying your plate of responsibilities that aren't quite delivering the results you want in order to create something that will occupy the whole plate too. So basically, you're creating space. You're creating space this week. You're moving on. And there's going to be moments in which you're going to feel like everything is under your control. There's going to be moments in which you will feel that things are not under your control. But at least from the outside, you seem very, like, in control. So if that matters, at all, you definitely seem like you have everything where you want it. So that's good, I guess. In your environment, we have here the sun. And with the mascara here all smudged up in this card, I feel like there's going to be a clarity that comes in this week in your environment that could potentially make you aware of what needs to be let go of, or make you aware of something, again, that's been holding you back or being an obstacle without you realizing. For some of you, this is gonna be like, yeah, I've let this semi-toxic person continue in my life because they're really, they're not really doing me any harm. I'm aware, I'm vigilant, whatever. And then this week, there's clarity on how exactly they have been actually um, mistreating you, lying to you, or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, so I guess they do have to go. You know, something like that could be the case as well. There could be two people working together for the same passion. There could be a Leo around you as well. Some of you are going to be leaving behind or allowing a spiritual path that's more like religious in nature, maybe. You're gonna let that form of thinking or fear-based thinking in some cases, letting that be gone, basically trampling over that. I see the death card trampling over this group that seems one, two, three, four, five, six. It seems like there's six women. It seems like some kind of coven, some kind of cult, some kind of group. And I feel like the Grim Reaper pretty much kind of like walks all over them, trampling all over them. So if there was some kind of like dark magic or lag or obstacle, there was like been thrown at you by a group, I see sort of death of that group. And it could be literal in some cases. Death could literally be taking someone in that group. Or it could be more like the breaking up of the group, of the coven, of whatever. I see that some of you, this is a message for a very small amount of you. If you had been in some kind of cult, in some kind of group, coven, some kind of whatever, and you went your own way, and you decided to be the magician, you decided to do your own thing, and there was backlash because of that, rest assured that justice is going to be um, brought to balance here. And you don't have to do anything, okay? Just ask for justice. If you feel like doing something, just ask for justice to be made. This week, you may hear that someone in that group passed away. This week, you may realize, and you may see and have the clarity to see, that there was more dark energy from this group in your life than you realized. Some of you, if you're resonating with that little bit, that last little bit, that could be part of the reason why you're feeling drained or emotional or gloomy, confused, but it doesn't show. I suspect you actually have more under control than you think. It's like you find your way into balance. Like this ballerina that you see here, like the yoga poses that are super advanced, like breakdancing and things like that. It's like you, Pisces, you keep moving. So I feel like energetically, some people have been like shoving you from the left, shoving you from the right, and it's like you still keep dancing, and you still keep your rhythm, and you still keep your balance because you keep moving. And that's why you have never been defeated. You've never been just sort of tackled to the ground. And if you did feel like you were tackled to the ground, it's like you find a pirouette or some random way to like get back up gracefully. It's like there's in the new album by Taylor Swift. I don't know if you've heard it already. I'm loving it. Life of a Showgirl. There's a song, I don't remember which one. I think it's All Polite, and there's a phrase that goes like you were kind of dancing to the rhythm of the lightning strikes or something like that. And that's what I feel, Pisces, that you have done. You're gonna be letting go of something that's gonna liberate you this week. And I want to get more clarifiers because I'm into this. I like this energy. I like you're such a like underdog, uh like the concept of the underdog image. It's like this week you're embodying that. It's like you're brilliant, you're strong, you're capable. You'd simply do it better, you know? But because you're the underdog, maybe you've had to face all sorts of difficulties, but you still shine your way through. Card number 8 again. So we have 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay, so that can be relevant for you. 8, 8, 8. The 8 of Cups, which is letting go, is supported by the 8 of Pentacles. See how she's doing this crazy pose while she's reading, like it's no big deal. You have a very strong work ethic, Pisces. You're gonna be letting go of something that was making you jump through hoops, work way harder than you needed to. You're gonna realize that maybe you have been energetically under something of a block, and you're letting go of that. So, this is gonna be a week in which you may find yourself again very busy. You may feel like your plate is quite full, but don't panic. You got this. You have everything under control. The challenge here could be for some of you a Queen of Pentacles. This could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. This could be someone who is standing in your way. This could be someone who has participated in making you feel exhausted. Maybe this is a parent. Maybe this is a competition at work. Maybe this is a frenemy. But whatever they have done, I feel like it has been going on for a while. And I feel like many of you are just like, ugh, like exhausted. You just don't want to even like think about it. That's why I'm thinking of like maybe a mother or maybe like, someone who's like blood related because normally Pisces, I feel like you would, kick people to the curb if they been toxic, for so long they wouldn't be welcome in your life. And I feel like this person is still somehow um finding a way to like affect you. So it could be like family or something. Queen of Cups. Support yourself this week by almost like finding refuge in the things that make you happy. If you feel overwhelmed, instead of like breaking down and maybe taking a nap or crying or having a drink, color instead or paint or dance or maybe do something that you actually love in order to feel better. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the King of Cups. In the past, I mean, you've always been very emotionally mature, Pisces. But now you are even more emotionally mature than you were in the past. You continue to grow. And look, we have the sun here, the same sun, and we have the same moon. See how beautiful? The sun and the moon. 8, 8, 8. The Chariot. There could be Cancer energy as well. That's relevant. It's like, yeah, Pisces, you really are something. You really are something. It's like if there are rats in your life that came in, to do you harm or something, it's like you end up riding them like in the image. It's like if you're thrown to the wolves, you end up leading the pack. Because in a way, I feel like you were raised by wolves and other beasts, you know? Meaning some of you narcissists, others of you psychopaths, others of you, different wild beasts. And you have always somehow come on top, riding the. This is a weird deck. I like it. And that's exactly what you're gonna do now. It's like, again, if someone has the intention of standing in your way or someone has the intention of making something more difficult for you, it's like you're somehow gonna like recruit them in order to make your life better. You're gonna flip the script. You're gonna change the situation. Five of Swords. Swords. Yeah, justice is here, Pisces. Nothing has been lost, nothing has been taken from you. Everything is going to be returned and giving you a little extra for your trouble. So if there has been someone creating or making, wrecking havoc in your life for a while, and you feel like they really have been able to affect you and like mess up your opportunities and mess up your success, Spirit is saying here very clearly the truth here is that justice will be made. You're going to be intensely happy and emotionally fulfilled. There could be a Libra involved in this. Justice will be made. Compensation will happen. You are getting back everything and then a little bit more for your trouble. Okay? A little bit more for the emotional damage. A little bit more for the time delay. A little bit more for your trouble. Highest form of emotional fulfillment in this card. You're going to be happy. Justice will be served. This group, for those of you who resonated with the narrative of the group, they really, 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 really tried to destroy you and like become you. But this is how they look to others. This is how they look to others. They are pretending to be you. They are doing things in a way that is very obviously not theirs. You know what I mean? It's like they think they look like this, right? To other people. But in reality, it's clear as day. They're not fooling anyone. They never really have. It's kind of sad. But you don't have anything to worry about, Pisces. Okay, justice is being served. You're gonna get your complete and absolute abundance, prosperity, success, happiness. Something may be happening in that group. I don't know. Could be literally someone passing away. Could be just the group and how it's been functioning, the system passing away, I guess. You now have the sharpest of minds. You were always very emotionally mature, Pisces, but you were a little naive. I think it's safe to admit that. I think you would agree. And after all these smooth operators, it's like, okay, I get it now. I'm sharper. I know what's going on. I see it from a mile away. Where in the past, maybe it was easier to fool you, Pisces. But now, they're not fooling anyone. So get excited about whatever this is, this new thing. Get excited about it because it's clearly gonna make you very happy. And continue to do that thing you do in which you're thrown to the wolves and you come back the leader of the pack. Keep that up. You got this, Pisces. You got this, even if it doesn't feel like you got this, okay? You may feel like, ugh, I'm just lagging, I'm going around kind of like scattered. You are actually more capable than you realize, and from the outside, you look very in control, okay? So keep dancing to the lightning strikes or whatever that song, however that song goes. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. I am progressing with the forecasts at a surprising speed, and I think my secret weapon is that now I am an iPad girly and I am obsessed with the digital planning, and I have the planners and I have the stickers and I have the tools and the things, and I feel like I'm being way more productive. And I'm thrilled and I want to share that with you. And that means that maybe, possibly, I will be able to open some spots for the forecast at the end of the year. Hopefully, if I continue my whatever this is. Anyway, you guys, I love you so much and I'll see you on the next one. Before you go, though, if you're an iPad girly, I demand that you comment in the comment section and tell me if you're into digital planning because I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Okay, I want to see who's like obsessed with me. Alrighty. Bye, my loves.